people, what's happening? How your mama doing? How your daddy doing? How your cousins doing? We are live, baby. Let's get the volume down. Let me turn it around so y'all can see your boy, so you can understand who you talking to. You guys go who I am, what I do, what's popping, beautiful people. You can put your cities in the chat. I'll show your city some love. It is 4:01 a.m. on the West Coast, 7:01 Eastern, baby, 6 a.m. in the middle. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? What's happening? What's popping? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to start learning and earning. It's time to start learning and earning. That 4-hour candle. Let's see that 4-hour candle. I want to see if we get some retracements on silver. But you got to be careful. You got to be careful with silver right now because there's so much money in silver. There's so much money being dumped in silver. So one wrong move on silver, it can just blast you out. It can blast you out. I know. Yeah. That opening gap got to be filled. That's a for sure thing. I believe she's going like all the way back up. I think this was just a nice little flush out, and then now she's gonna push back up because it's a proper retracement. Just a little bit crazy that it did it in one day, you know? Because when you put the Fibonacci to like from here to like where she took off at to like down here, watch. The Fibonacci will give you that anyway. See, you just take it to where she came from. Boom. See, the Fib give you that anyway. It gives you this buying area right here anyway. You see? That's your Fib right there. Holding call options for a week. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. So I've been day trading for about 11 years. I've been educating for like the last 6 years. I've been teaching live on YouTube for 6 years straight daily. Not only just teaching, but trading live daily. You know what I'm saying? I help run one of the most successful day trading communities. We have over 3,000 students. We operate in almost 123 different countries. What's going on? We operate through a public trading company, so we like, you know what I'm saying? We rocking. Yeah, silver's going back to the all-time high. That's for sure. I was trying to get into her on that little 4-hour slingshot. I was trying to get into her right here. For those who know me, you know I like taking them slingshots. I was trying to get in her right here, but I had to go outside. I had one of my salesmen come by. He had to drop off a carry-on that had inventory in it. So I had to go outside and I missed that entry right there at 85. At 85, and now she's at 87, and I think she should retrace. I believe we'll get a retracement. There's two things that's gonna happen with silver. She's either gonna make a W pattern or she's gonna break out of this little area right here. So what do I mean by W pattern? Type some ones in the chat if you don't know what I mean by a W pattern. What's happening, beautiful people? What's happening? What's happening? What is the zone for Silner? What is Silner? Well, good morning. Damn, Zone Zombie. Wanted to take action in myself and be successful. I like that. I'm trying to find a mentor, but I'm not trying to get scammed. Let me turn this camera around. Let me talk to you real quick. So the only way you get scammed in this industry is when you start clicking on links that any and everybody send you, sending screenshots of things that you wouldn't normally send anybody that you don't normally know. So for me, you don't ever have to send me screenshots. You never have to send me money. I send you my link, you sign up, I walk you through it, and if you do not talk to me, you are not dealing with me. It's just that simple. I'm old school. Like, I got to talk to you. And if you got an Apple phone, we gonna FaceTime. I don't care if you like, oh, I'm not dressed, oh, my hair now. I don't care about none of that. I'm not here to be your boyfriend or be your sexting buddy. I'm here to teach you financial literacy. I'm here to show you that you learned the wrong thing well, and now it's okay to start doing something now that you plan on doing forever. It's never too late. That's me. That's me. So I'm the guy that's saying like, yo, lose sleep. Yo, the hell with the eyelashes. The hell with the fucking lace front. Put that into the foreign exchange market, and then you ain't never got to worry about the eyelashes or the lace front. Put on what my push-up said. I need to see them things. I need to see them joints. 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 So I'm gonna turn the camera around as I start diving through the market. Like I said, I'm personally not trading for probably like the next 2-3 days for the simple fact the market is on a tear right now. You got so many red folders right now. If you look at the news, like everything that you're gonna be taking is gonna be in and out, in and out. And you could get blast candles like for 2,000 pips, 1,000 pips. You see, you can get like crazy candles. So that was yesterday's news. Look at that. That was yesterday. This is today. You got Joe's job openings and stuff like that. So you got employment change, you got unemployment rate, like you got so much shit popping off in New Zealand, you got shit popping off in the United States. So it's like, bro. And on top of that, they got tentative news like for the rest of the week. You see that? This is like the rest of the week. Let me show you the dates so you can get the dates. You see, this is Thursday. Look at Thursday. Sheesh. You know how many people are gonna rush in the market and get their head cut off? NFP week. You know how many people are gonna rush in the market and get their head cut off? 87, silver's at 87. Look at that shit. I knew it. I knew I should have took that slingshot. But let her drop. I believe she'll drop down. So as I was saying, silver's gonna do two things right now. She's gonna make that W pattern, which will give us an opportunity to get back in at a double bottom, hopefully, if we get some good news. Boom, give us that double bottom right there. Boom, and show us that W pattern. That is like too good to be true. That is too good to be true. That is like too good to be true for that to happen. Yes, Lucky, you already know. You already know. You already know. You see that somebody said, oh, I already know, you waiting on the BCR. Amen. So that's your first scenario. So when I'm teaching, let me turn my camera around. When I'm teaching, as you guys are brand new to my platform, and a lot of you guys are new into our organization, what you guys got to understand is there's not like a perfect strategy. There's never a perfect setup. There's never a perfect entry or a perfect exit. It's never perfect. It's repetition. It's literally doing the exact same thing, getting the exact same results, liking those results, and then copy and pasting those actions. You don't change my shot just because I missed a couple of threes. I still shoot the exact same shot. I just literally scoot in a little bit. I start adjusting my range as a basketball player. You see? I come in and I miss my first 2 3-pointers, open 3-pointers. Yo, I'm not gonna take a third one unless I'm just wide open. I'm gonna take a couple of dribbles in and I'm gonna take me a little 15-footer. I'm gonna get me a little bank shot. And if I miss that, I'm gonna get to the layup. And if I miss my layup, I'm gonna draw a foul and I'm gonna get to the line. So in trading, you have to have your basic setups that you trade consistently enough to feel confident enough that it's going to play out. And when it doesn't play out, you have option B. So for those of you who don't know, I played professional basketball for 13 years and I'm a point guard. So as a point guard, everybody knows you have the A move in your mind that you're actually doing it at the moment. You have B in your mind just in case the defense shows you something different. And then you have C, and C is always pull the ball back out to the middle and reset the game. Like that's always option C as a point guard, dribbling the ball through defenders. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand what I just said. Put some 8s in the chat if you understand what I just said, because what I do is I use metaphors, sports metaphors, to relate them back into trading. So as a point guard, if I'm already having 3 scenarios in my head already, you have to have 3. So the last thing as a point guard, what I'm worried about is dribbling the basketball. So I have to make sure my basketball handling skills is not me literally having to look at it. It should be like a yo-yo. So when you press the buy button, press the sell button, you shouldn't have to worry about like, oh, where is the buy button? Where's the sell button? You shouldn't even be thinking about that. You understand that? So I just showed you option A. The market could show us a W pattern, which the news could just take her from this current trend. You understand that? That's option A. Option B is that she continued the bullish movement, break through that trend, retest that trend, which is where I like to buy on a break close retest. So let me show you option B. So as a point guard, if option A doesn't work out, let me show you. If option A does not work out to give me the W, watch this. Here's your W. Boom. Boom. Option A says that the market comes back down from this trend. Option B says she continues up with her bullish momentum. She'll get to like 88, 89 and retest the 85, 84 zone. Boom. This is where you buy back in because now she's BCR'd and she's on the other side to literally take out all of this energy right here. Do you understand what I just told y'all? That is energy up there. That is liquidity up there. That is money up there. People have short positions up there, so that means their stop losses are like right here, right now. People trailing stop losses like this. Boom. People probably got stop losses about right here if they got entries back here. You see that? If you got entries on the top back here, that means your stop loss is down here. So guess what the market is going to do? Come up, clip those stop losses. It's going to come grab that money. It's going to come get that money. Mr. H, can you elaborate on the double bottoms and what that means to us? All right, Brett, here we go. I'll take it over here to the side. So for someone who is asking what is a double bottom? A double bottom presents an actual W. You understand that? Here's a W. Boom. Bang. There's the middle of the W. She will retrace from the middle of the W, which confirms the W, and she will double bottom, meaning she will retrace and react at the same area previously she pivot from to create the last leg of the W. Now, how do you trade this pattern? You normally will never know that this is creating a W. So you will never understand or project or assume that this is the W when it's happening. You always see it once it starts retracing and coming back down to make the double bottom, like how you see on silver right now. At this point, I can say, if I just clear the charts, watch this, boom. I can openly say that this right here looks like it's gonna make a W, which gives you your hooking formation, which gives me my first bottom, my double bottom will come here, and then that's where she will finally retrace from the double bottom setup, boom, back to her all-time high. That's what I mean by that, Britt. Put an 8 in the chat, Britt, if you understand exactly what I mean by that. How do you trade that? Boom. You always buy on the last leg of the W. You always buy at the double bottom. Now, Britt, I have a question for you. If you're going to buy, and TikTok, if you're going to buy at the bottom of a double bottom, what are you going to do at the double top, which creates the M? Boom, 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 boom. What would you do? What up, Brody? Tell me, what would you do? If you're going to buy at the double bottom, what are you going to do at the double top? I'll wait. There you go, the Catman. The Catman. Boom, you're gonna sell, bro. And this is what you will hear me relate as the last leg of the W and the last leg of the M. And anytime you see me say, yo, bro, we might get a double bottom. And if I see a double bottom, that means we're gonna be buying at the bottom and riding that thing all the way through the break close retest on the actual trend line, re-entering in from the BCR and literally having 2 entries at a lower level from the breakout of the actual W. Same goes for the M. The minute the M shows up, I go, oh my God, I see the M. Let her pull back up and give me a double top. I do not trade the middle of the M, neither do I trade the middle of the W. I just allow it to happen. Once I start seeing it, now let me turn my camera around so you guys can understand what I just said. Now, sometimes when the market is in the middle, it'll create a trend. So when I want to scalp, See, what I'm showing you right now is that's swing trading. You can catch the bottom of a W, and it takes about 2-3 days to play out, to fulfill the whole W. So when you know you have a really good position mentally, I have to understand that, listen, I'm not here to make money right now. If I start taking my position down here, I'm not here to make money right now. What I'm saying is the market is moving in patterns. It is very commonly that it actually moves in patterns. So I see and notice a pattern that commonly happens, which is a W. And now that I see the first leg of the W, I would like to know if the last leg of the W would form, because I would buy here. I would take my position here as a warrior, as a sniper, as a basketball and elite point guard. I would like to isolate the 4-man right here. Put his ass on skates. Isolation, coach. I got him. And won. Do you understand what I just said, y'all? That is like pure sauce. Pure sauce. Now you'll see the same thing that'll happen on the M. So now watch. Let's go find some M's and W's in the market so you can understand what I'm talking about. Hell, we can probably just go find them on gold. Let's go to the daily. Let's delete. Boom. Let's delete. Let's go back to when the market was moving. Let's go back when the market was moving. Boom, boom. What do you see? Let's find some. What do you see? Let's make it big so you can see it. You got some ugly W's right here. You see those? You see that right there? Put some 8s in the chat if you see it. Put some 8s in the chat if you see it. Boom. Put some 8s in the chat if you see these little ugly W's. Look at that W right there. Look at that big W right there. You see it? Put some 8s in the chat if you see it. Because once you see it, you cannot not see it. You understand what I'm telling you? And then once you start bringing the candles like this, look at the W's. Look at all of these double bottoms. Look at these double tops up here. It's a lot of consolidation because I got the candles really, really small. This is silver back in the day. This is silver at $22. This is silver at $22. Let me turn my camera around. Let me turn my camera around so you guys can understand. When you be able to pull the screen all the way back like this, now you realize why I was screaming, yo, buy fucking silver at $22. She's sitting at $86 now. I said, bro, silver was literally sitting like this in 2023, 3 years ago, when everybody started saying, yo, this, yo, the economy, everybody complaining about Joe Biden, everybody complaining about this, everybody complaining about, listen, I said, yo, silver, $22. They say silver has a supply and demand like GameStop. Yo, JoJo, let me say this again. In 2022, 2023, I heard Alex Jones say, silver's the brand new gold. Nobody knows, but silver's the brand new gold. I got a document over here, and this document tells me that the banks are going to short silver and the globalists are going to buy it. I heard Alex Jones say that shit. So I said, shit, if Alex Jones saying that shit, that motherfucker, man, he barely wrong. He barely wrong. So shit, I started buying him. Bro, InfoWars, that's where I got it from. People say, how did you know? I said, bro, InfoWars. I heard it from InfoWars. And then I did my research. And as an technical analysis, like, I realized, like, bro, he was telling the truth. And that's the beauty about getting educated over here. You understand? And let me turn my camera around. This is the beauty about being educated in this market, because the minute you understand this, the charts, the minute you understand this shit, you don't need nobody help. All you need somebody just to literally give you an opportunity. And once you get an opportunity, bro, you can make it happen, because you can start finding your entries. You can start finding your exits. You can start finding your trade. You understand? In this financial market, you can find your trade. So either you're going to be a trend line trader, or you're going to be a break close retest trader, or you're going to be like a zone to zone trader, from support to resistance trader. You understand what I'm telling you? You understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? OBG, where y'all at? Put some fire in the chat. Y'all tap that screen. Y'all tap that screen. Y'all tap that screen. Yo, YouTube, y'all should be clicking that thumbs up. Y'all should be liking the live, sharing the live. Y'all should be subscribing to the channel. Don't cost you nothing to subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. Everybody over here trying to sell y'all courses. If you want to come trade with me, you have to join a public trading company. Literally just that simple. You don't pay me nothing. I'm just over there. Ain't that right, Trace? What's happening? Ain't that right? So let me show y'all what I like. I like trading M's. I like trading W's. I like trading trend lines. I like trading slingshots. You understand that? I like trading slingshots. So this is a slingshot. This is your EMA 200 and your EMA 9 in the same position. And the market likes to do this real quick. Like this. Bow. And what that does is that shows you that she's respecting a trend. Like right up in here. You see that? Boom. Everybody knows the trend is your friend. Boom. You see that? So that's an uptrend in the middle of a pattern that's subject to be a W. Now what I do is I go, yo, if I'm going to trade inside this W, I'm going to trade in the direction that it's actually going. So if she pulls back into here, I'm going to go, yo, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. 6 times the market came and hit that trend and respected the price and bounced like a ball. You understand what I just showed you? Look, 6 times she came like this and bounced. Bink, 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 and took off, and now she's back right here again. So because she's done it so many times, and I see the pattern of the inside leg of a W, I go, I'm not going to over leverage here if I'm going to take this trend line rejection. I'm going to use bare minimum lot size. Why? Because there's a very good chance that she goes through this trend right now because it's an inside of the W. She could go through double bottom. I take the L here. But then you have the break close retest there, and therefore you scalp all the way down to the double bottom until it signifies reversals because you have that confirmation. Once she breaks this little trend, you have confirmation that the W is going to happen. Now watch this. Let me turn my camera around. This is where most people get in trouble. Let me say this again. This is where most new traders that are trading by themselves get in trouble and start getting inconsistent results because you start hesitating and you start guessing. And then you start trading up and down, up and down, up and down, changing your position. And when you realize, if I would have just held my very first fucking position, I would be in profits. So what I use this for, that's right, G. I use it for extra confluence, extra confirmation, extra confidence. That if it breaks that middle trend, because I'm not interested in just jumping in her right now and then getting blasted if she comes down and makes the W that I see. Because the key to trading, look at this, here's my little board over here. It says, let me show you guys, flip the camera. That board says, believe in what you see and have the patience to see it through. That's what that board says. You see that? That's what that board says. So that's my little daily document journal board where I journal my entries and I say, yo, I'm gonna buy silver at this price. I bought her at that price. And then after the actual happens, I journal what happened. You understand that? So for me, I'm not interested in like jumping in and out of the market in a rush. I go, yo, I'll deal with the 80%. I'll just sit here and watch her. I go, yo, if she breaks that trend right now, news comes in another like hour. If she breaks that trend right now, she's gonna give me a double bottom. And then that's when I'm excited to put the bigger lot size as my very first entry as a day trader. Do you understand the more patience you have, the more confidence you're going to have a better lot size that matches your capital? Do you know how many times you have capital in your account and you under leverage just because you have hesitant of understanding of what this move is going to give you? Let me say that again. This is why it's important to be educated on the lot size that you should use for the capital that you have. And in order to do that, that's why it's also important to start small and grow big, because when you start small, you know what you're gonna get out of a 200 or 400 pip move from a NASDAQ or a US 30 on a 0.01 or a 0.02 on the micro mini side. You understand that? And then when that turns around and you got capital in your account, if you know what the micro mini lot's gonna give you, you immediately gonna start understanding the 0.10s, the 0.15s, the 0.25s. Because you try to go directly to the 0.25s and the 0.10s and the 0.15s, and physically, mentally, spiritually, you have never seen your money move like that. So you get anxiety. Fancy Sky, I would love to really learn to read the stock. Good mornings. Well, Supreme Rising Fancy, well, you know what I always say. If you say that you would love to really learn, then all you have to do is put yourself in a position to really, truly learn. Start taking actions on that. Don't just say it. Don't just use your thumbs. Take action, because I'm an educator for the last 6 years. Last 6 years, I go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. I go live and I teach people. I say, yo, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm gonna tell the community that I'm looking at. And this is what's popping off in the market. This is where it's at. This is where it's been. And this is where I projected to go. And when I start seeing the market projected to go somewhere, I do not work a 9 to 5. I'm a holistic practitioner. If I introduce myself, put some H's in the chat if y'all would like for me to introduce myself. Since I got 112 beautiful people over here, let me introduce myself, because a lot of people be failing to realize they see a lot of people on here doing like day trading, stuff like that. Let me tell you who I am. My name is Jesse Lawrence. The world calls me Mr. Holistic. I'm the owner of the holistic world for 2 decades. I have the #1 holistic company in North America, literally since COVID. That's when it blasted off. I say since I started, because I've been 10 toes down in the holistic game since day one. I remember barely even being able to feed myself or feed my family, but I was sticking to that holistic truth. I was sticking to that holistic truth, and around about 2013, 2014, my shit took off. I've been in the business since 2003, 2004. 2006, 2007, I started making a little money. 2008, 2009, I started struggling because everybody was like going to all of the products. It was like the big pharma was coming after me. At one point before COVID, I had 20 plus stores. Right now, I have only 1 store left, but we do over 150 plus trade shows. I also manufacture medical grade red light therapy products. This is me. This is what I do. Now, because I make a shitload of money in my business, I had to start learning how to keep that money. And that's what got me into day trading almost 11 years ago. And for the first 5 years of my day trading community, my day trading journey, I really sucked ass. I really sucked ass because I had too much ego, I had too much money, and I didn't have no knowledge. And every time I was seeking out mentorship, seeking out guidance, I was getting like scammed. I was getting like people were selling me courses. And then when I would get to the courses, I was just like, bro, what the fuck? I already know this shit. Like I could have went to YouTube and got there. I just spent $3.79 for fucking nothing. Put some H's in the chat if you understand what I'm telling y'all right now. You've been through that a lot of people in that same journey right now. So imagine I got out of the day trading game and I was just in the stock game. I started just putting my money for the long haul. I said, bro, I'm done dealing with these motherfucking clowns. I'm done dealing with these multi-level marketers. I'm done dealing with motherfuckers telling me they know how to trade, but they don't know how to trade. They want me to come in and use my platform to recruit motherfuckers. Like, I'm done with that type of shit. This is me. This is my first 5 years. Because what I was doing was, I was having money to make money, so I would put it over there, but I didn't have the knowledge to have the money make more money and then keep that money. So when I would win, I would win. And then when I would lose, I would lose. So I always tell people, bro, I've lost 1,500 at least 100 times. I've lost 1,500 like 100 times. And then I started saying, you know what? If I can lose that, that means I can get that. You see the difference? So as in my entrepreneurial journey for almost 25 years, I started realizing that the first thing that made me successful is that I detached my emotions away from my money. So when I would look at my business bank account and the money is like, oh my God, I had 13 stores, so my expenses were like, just with the rents, were like almost 60 grand. And so sometimes I would get to the end of the month and that 60 grand is not there. So I would literally just like, fuck, bro. Like, what the hell? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna get that money? I don't even know where that money's gonna come from. And then God would, if the money will come. The money will always come. And people who are entrepreneurs and are faithful people who are hardworking, spiritual, and like got your ducks together, like God never let me down. He never let me down. So at the end of the day, I never went without. I never went without. I struggled, but then that goes back to someone asking me, do you have a 9 to 5? I'm a check writer, bro. I write the front of checks. So that means to me, I never shit on the 9 to 5 because the 9 to 5 is what gets you to me. You understand that? But I write checks, bro. Just that simple. And I've been writing checks for decades. And people cash them. And now what I started teaching people is, what do I do with that money? What do I do with that money? I start making that money move. I make sure my money is diverse. I make sure that I'm educated and making educated decisions with that money. I'm not just going out and buying chains. I'm not going out and doing this. I'm not going out and doing that. I'm not just speaking up, going to get a bigger house, getting a fancy car. I got a 2023 souped up Tahoe out there that my wife and my daughter's riding in with TVs and all the gadgets and all that stuff. I got a 2018 AMG G Coupe G53 in my garage that I pull out when it comes to like events. Other than that, that is as fancy as you're gonna get me. And other than that, you're gonna see me in nice ass t-shirts, nice ass jeans, and some swag ass forces. You know what I'm saying? So some retro ones, you're gonna see me in that. That's my swag. So why do I tell y'all that? Because I realized after 5 years when I started getting education, guess what happened? Guess what happened? I had to pour out all of those old habits. And I became a better individual. And not only did I become a better individual, I started educating people on the little bit that I knew, which held me grounded in my habits. And when I changed my habits as a day trader and I became a boring day trader, that's when I became successful. And I want you guys to truly understand what I just told y'all. I became a boring ass individual when it came to day trading. It was no longer exciting. I didn't need to live stream it. I didn't need to do content on it. I was sitting in my apartment in Las Vegas and I started saying, boom, here we go. Now I get to Orlando. I said, you know what? I'm going to seek education. I'm going to seek mentorship. And to be honest with you, if it was not for my wife, I would have never got educated. I would have kept going in that same thing. My wife came to me one day, she said, and I hate to like veer off in my class, but it's my class. And you got so many people watching, so I want you guys to understand who I am. You understand? As you guys continue to show up on my live. Imagine my wife tells me one night, she's like, you know what, baby, I never really try to talk to you about money because you make money. I never really tell you to do anything. You know, I never suggest anything. But I just joined this little day trading community, man, and it's really nice, man. This guy is like young, he's like successful, but he's doing like options. And I was like, options, man, I'm not trying to be in this motherfucker doing no puts and calls. But she was like, I'm just telling you, you should check him out. One day I come home, she put Alex Lugo on my TV. Shout out Alex Lugo. She put Alex Lugo on my TV. In one of my stores that I had with my son, we just made $122,000 that month. So we were celebrating breaking 100,000 in 30 days. I witnessed Alex Lugo make what I just celebrated with my company and my son in 30 days. I just witnessed him making an option trade in 2 minutes. And then I heard him say, I just made someone's yearly salary in 2 minutes. When I say I just made someone's yearly salary in 30 days. So the 30 days to 2 minutes, that's what sold me. I just looked at it, I said, yo, send me the link. Like, fuck it, send me the link. So I signed up. And then when I get over there, I'm thinking like, bro, this motherfucker finna trying to get me to recruit. This motherfucker gonna be trying to get me to do all this bullshit. I'm just trying to learn what he got. And man, all we did was trade. And then people started showing up. Then we started going from like 15 people trading with us, 30 people trading with us, 40 people trading with us, 100 people trading with us, 200 people trading with us. Yo, Brody, we might need to get serious. Yo, 300-400 people trading with us. Yo, Brody, we might have to take this shit really serious and start organizing this shit. And then we started creating the Telegram. Then we started basically creating classes. Then we started creating the schedule. All right, bro, you're going to do this. I'll do the guest call. You do this like this. And now we're 3,000 deep, 123 countries deep, 6 years going on 7 years now. facts. These are the facts. These are the facts, beautiful people. So when I get on here and I start teaching you guys, I'm teaching my community. Like, they all on YouTube right now. We got the same amount of people we got over here on TikTok. We got way more people over here on YouTube. We got way more people over here on YouTube right now. And for people on TikTok who want a better view, this is the view that YouTube got right now. You understand that? They see directly. I move my screen over here, they see it over there. You see? There it is right there. You see? That's the whole community right over here. So we're a vibrant community. And what that does is, let me turn the camera around since I'm just rambling. What that does for a brand new trader, that keeps you from feeling overwhelming. How many people feel overwhelmed? Put some ones in the chat. Put some ones in the chat. You feel overwhelmed when you're trying to learn. When you're trying to learn, you feel overwhelmed. You feel like there's so much information. You feel like there's so much information. You're like, fuck, man, I don't even know where am I going to start. Like, how do I even implement this information? I don't even know what the fuck that word even means. This is why it's important to get with a community. So when you start trying to learn the language, people are helping you learn the language by you implementing the language in your actions. Because when I tell you, bro, you should take a trend line rejection trade, and you go, bro, I don't even know what the fuck a trend line rejection trade is. And then you see us take a trend line rejection trade, you're gonna go, oh, fuck, okay, I get it now. I get it. How many touches do I need to make a trend? You need at least 3. What do you mean by that, Mr. H? Let me show you. Here you go. Look at this. Here's a trend. Here's a trend right here. If I want to buy right there, I need at least 3 touches on this particular line, that trend. As you see, it is confirmed that on a 4-hour time frame, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, took off. Now we get directly in it. Let me zoom in so you can really see it. Let me zoom in so you can really see it, TikTok. Put some fire in the chat, TikTok, if you see it. Now y'all see how it bounced right there? Look at that. Look at that. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce right there. If she comes back right here, look, right here, what she trying. She comes back right here. It's worth to take the bounce. Because it's the inside of the W, look, because it's the inside of the W, you don't take all the risks. You don't just fucking go gung-ho right here. You minimize your risk to maximize your reward just in case she takes off. But if she breaks this trend, that lets me know that the bulls, the buyers, are no longer in power. Sellers are going to push price back down to a double bottom. Hold on. Back down to a double bottom, which is the W. Remember the W. And that's where smart money will come in this area right here. Put some fire in the chat if you understood what I just said. It just makes so much more sense. Remember what I told y'all. You have 3 options. You have the buy option, which is the B plan. You have your boom right here. Look at this. Watch this. This is your W. So plan A is the double bottom. Plan A is the double bottom. So you're going, yo, I like the double bottom. I'll take the trend line rejection for the double bottom. Boom. Let me do the trend. Bang, right there. Look at that. Boom. How many times does the trend needs to hit before it's active? Let me remove this guy so you can see. Boom. How many times does it need to hit? How many times does it need to hit? This is an uptrend, this is a downtrend. So let me change this red so you can know the difference. Downtrends are red. You see the red candles. Uptrends are green. You have the market trapped between the downtrend and the uptrend, and one has to happen. So let me tell you what uneducated individuals do. Uneducated individuals start pressing the sell button right here. Uneducated individuals start pressing the sell button right here, and they start making assumptions. They go, hey, I believe she's going to go back down. I believe she's going to go back down. But then you realize when you press the sell button right here, she comes back down here, gives you barely little profits, and then she pops right back up into your entry and gives you the drawdown. And then that's when you start saying, why every time I go into the drawdown with a very small candle, I'm already negative $80-some, but when I'm in the positive of that candle and the same thing, I'm only up $24. Put some fire in the chat if that's you, if you said that shit. This is why. This is why. Because you're buying and selling in a confused area where the market is trying to make a decision, and you should be jumping in once the market makes the decision. If the market makes a decision to go through the downtrend, boom, retest the uptrend, I buy, boom. You see? If the market makes a decision to break down through the uptrend, boom, she would retest the downtrend, which will give you 3 touches from the top. Boom. Now you can take the break close retest if you want to trade all the way down to the double bottom. And that is a day trading mindset. Let me put that like, get out of there. I think my mouse about to die. Let me do a better line. Because I'm on TV, so let me do a better line. You see? Only 2 things can happen. Boom. Here's A and B. That's A and B. That's A and B. Boom. You see that? That's silver. These are your plays. Still don't get it? All right, let's make it even more simple. Let's make it even more simple. I'm going to turn the camera around for all about payment processing. We're going to keep it high school, elementary. I want you to type and finish the sentences, what I'm about to say. What goes up must come what? Type it in the chat. I got you. I got you. Type it in the chat. Must come down. What goes down must what? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat, because you just learned right now. So understand this. When you're dealing with the financial markets, you're dealing with price. Now, because most people have a horrible relationship with money and got $500 to $1,000 mistakes wrapped on their arm, Louis bags, Gucci bags. They got $500 shoes putting on their feet. So we make very horrible mistakes with money. When you start saying what goes up must come down, I'm talking price. You see? Put some H in the chat if you start understanding. If the price goes down to a lower price, people are going to buy things at a lower price. So I'm going to show you that in the market right here, right now, with basic analogy of this hammer right here. If I bought this hammer for China, I could buy this hammer for 25 cents. I bring this hammer to America, I can sell this hammer for $1.75, $2, $5, $3. Guess how much I sell this hammer for on Amazon? $9.99. You see? You understand that? So when people go, yo, bro, these hammers are selling for $10 on Amazon, but on Alibaba they 10 cents, 15 cents. How many hammers are you going to go buy at $10 versus 10 cents, 25 cents? You're going to go buy way more at 25 cents. So when the price of these hammers go down, they must go back up, because so many people are going to start buying them. And when they start buying them, the value of it goes back up. And when we start selling at $10, taking profits, the value is going to go back down. So when I start saying, watch this, watch this, watch this. So what I'm showing you right here is basically telling you, if the price of silver, which started right down here at $73 and took off and sitting right now at $86 an ounce. You see? It started at $73 an ounce. It's sitting at $86 an ounce. So in order for her to continue going up, she has to get past this red line, which would literally put her at like $88 an ounce. And when she closes at $88 an ounce, what goes up must come down. She will come back down to $86 an ounce. And as an investor, I go, yo, let me buy her at 86 because I did not get her at 73, because history shows, watch this, history shows that she can come all the way back up to at least 121. You see that? Let me make it smaller so you can see the whole picture. You see that right there? So if I get a chance to buy at 86 and people say, well, it's too late. It's never too late to buy something that is going up forever. So I buy at 86, 85, 84, in this range, and I ride her back up to 120. That's a scenario. Now, if prices are already up from $73, she's sitting at 86. What goes up must come down, which gives us the W pattern. But she would have to do it. So if you don't have the patience to wait to see price go from 86 down to 73 before you buy in again at the best price, then you would take the break close retest right here, because that's the same option of saying, yo, she just went under normal price. She's at 86. She broke the 82 range. The $82 an ounce is right here. She retests the 85, 86 area, and then sellers pull her all the way back down to 73. She double bottoms, gives you the last leg of the W right here. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Put some H's in the chat if you understand. TradingView does not have a big lag time. Most brokers will have your lag time. But let me tell you about that. Let me turn my camera on so you can look me in my face. TradingView is a platform. TradingView is a program that you can attach to different brokers. But TradingView is the only program that mimics the markets in real time. Brokers try to mimic TradingView in real time, which they get off in their price. So what we tell our community, it does not matter what your broker says. You see it on TradingView, press the button, because the structure in your broker will be the same. The price on the side will be different. Don't overthink it. Look at structure and understand price does not matter when you're looking at it on TradingView. That's all that matters, because the market is going to mimic what TradingView is going to mimic what the market is doing in real time. Your broker is going to try to keep up with the market in real time, and that's why you get slippage. That's why you get your stop loss ran through. That's how you can like blow your account and end in a negative, because the broker is saying, yo, we're not going to stop you out just because you don't have capital now. You're trading without a stop loss, yo, you're going to get it. This is what's happening. This is exactly what's happening. This is exactly what's happening. So imagine the people who bought at 84 or 85, they're up $2. They're up to $2 an ounce on gold, on silver, but she ain't going nowhere. She's like stuck into this little range. But why is she stuck? Because she's stuck between a downtrend and an uptrend right here. So she has to make the decision. You see? That's it. That's it. So watch this. Let's skate through the market right now. We've been on here for 48 minutes. Let's skate through the market. Let's go find some money. There she goes. So US 30 is finally trying to come out of this channel that we drew. You see? Remember I told you just buy down here at the bottom of that channel? Remember I told y'all that? I said, yo, if you're going to take anything in here, just buy at the bottom of the channel. Right there, I told you guys. I told you this, guys, this last week. I put this on here January the 5th. First week, I said, yo, I'm not even thinking about US 30 because she's moving sideways, and she's only basically coming from the bottom to the top. So you sell from the top and you buy from the bottom of this channel. And then when she breaks out, that's when you continue her way up. I told you we're going to 50,000 on US 30. We're going to 30,000 on the NASDAQ. We're going to 150 an ounce on silver. We're going to 6,000 on gold. I'm screaming it, and I'm telling you, this is where it's going to go. So what you have to do as a day trader, as a seasoned investor, or as an individual who is just trying to make money move and make money, and keep the money that is making money. If this is you, then you have to put yourself in the proper position. So when you like saying, hey, I'm going to buy Dirty 30. I'm going to buy the Dow Jones. Why would I buy up here? Buy down here when she's proven that she bounces from this channel, the floor of the channel. That's the floor of the channel. You can see so many areas where she just go, boom, hit the roof, bounce, hit the roof again, dies, hit the roof again, dies, hit the floor, boom, to the roof, dies, back up, don't even get to the roof, dies again, can't even get to the roof, goes all the way down to the floor again, find more buyers, and guess where she's headed now? She's headed to the roof, you see? So now she breaks out of this channel, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna let her retest the channel and buy her up. She breaks down out of here, Let her retest the channel, buy her down because she's no longer in the consolidated movement. That's channel surfing right there. Somebody said US 30 can be great when she's good, but if you're wrong, you can blow your account quickly. Let me tell you something. You can do that on anything. You can do that on anything. One wrong move in silver, you're done. One wrong move in silver, you're done. Let me tell you straight up. One wrong with a 0.01, you could be negative almost $200 some with just literally a tick down. From like 86 to like 85. Like boom. Easy. Easy. Gold too. But what I like about gold moves with the money that you put. You see? So what I love about gold is like, if gold is sitting at $4,915 an ounce right now, and I put just 2 cents on it, 0.02, a micro mini lot double, 0.02, looks like 2 pennies. I know every time she goes up a tick, it's gonna give me $2. So what I do is, my smallest entry on gold always is like 0.25, 25 cents. It looks like 25 cents. 25 cents move like $25 on gold. So when she goes from 4,915 to 4,916, that's $25. She go from 16 to 17, that's $50. 17 to 18, that's what? That's $75. 3 ticks on gold gives me $75. So I'm always willing to use a standard on gold. So my first entries is 0.25 because I know that bitch is be wilding out and she ratchet sometimes. Pardon my French. But every day trader knows XAU USD gold, oh, that heifer is nasty. Oh, she can get nasty, let me tell you. She can be on her period, and man, no matter what you're doing, buying or selling, she taking your money. That's why you have to be educated. And that's why it's important. Let me say this again. That's why it's important to understand risk management. This is why it's important to start understanding that if you start getting into this market just for strictly instant gratification, eventually, instantly, you're going to get your head cut off. Because it's a $7 trillion market. It's a $7 trillion market and you're putting pennies in there. So eventually you're going to get your head cut off. So what I always tell people, what's important is to know why you're going into the market, have a plan to exit the market, even if it's a winning trade. It does not matter. Meet your goals and then cut the fucking phone off. Because it's addictive. You can get addicted to this shit. And you can literally be in trades and miss phone calls, miss business opportunities, miss things. And you're just like stuck looking at your phone. And then you get clipped out. And now you're exhausted for watching a trade that you could have made money, expecting money, but didn't make money. Then you get clipped and you watch it hit your entry again. You don't take it and you just watch that motherfucker go all the way back up. I tell people don't risk more than 3%, 1 to 3%. Most people can afford to put 10%. Imagine 10% of your investment in one trade, and most people trading 4 or 5 times a day. Imagine most people taking, watch this, put an 8 in the chat right here, right now, if you taking more than 5 trades a day. I want you to understand this. I want you to understand that, sweetheart. So when you start saying 10%, you got to understand that 10%, that's major. So imagine guys are saying, man, I take at least 4 or 5 trades a day. So imagine if them motherfuckers are risking 10% each trade. They won't be able to fund it long enough. You see? They won't be able to fund it long enough. So that's why it's highly important to say, yo, I got a plan today. This week I'm gonna go from 25, like from 900 to like 2,500, and I already done blew half the 900. You see what I'm saying? I already have blew the 900 trying to catch silver, just trying to catch her, and I'm like, man, this bitch is finna wipe me out. Boom, she grabbed me. She hits the stop loss, but guess what? It's calculated stop losses. I'm okay with calculated losses, like I'm okay with calculated wins. And that's why I always tell people, I'm an amazing shooter, but I'm not making every shot. But you damn sure can't leave me open on the court. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I just said. And if you need a better metaphor, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter that we have ever seen. He's the best 3-point shooter we have ever witnessed playing basketball. but he still missed shots. He still missed shots. He's not going perfect from the field. So that's how I tell you. I have a great trading percentage. My winning percentage is amazing. Do I lose? Hell yeah. Calculated losses. Gold, we only giving the bitch 30 pips. I'm only giving you 3 ticks. US 30, NASDAQ, I'm giving you 300 pips. I'm giving you 2 to 3%. That's it. And I'm shooting 500 to make 2,500. So I'm willing to lose 1 to 2% of the 500 in a particular investment. So if I'm in a trade and I go, bro, I got 500 I want to risk today. So therefore, I'm willing to lose 500. I'm not going to put my stop loss at 500. I'm not going to put my stop loss at 500. I'm going to be at NASDAQ and I'm going to be like, I believe this motherfucker finna take off. I believe she finna take off. What I'm willing to risk to see if this bitch is finna take off? I risk $30 to try to get $100 in the next like 5-10 minutes on a 15-minute candle. Let's see what happens. That's the thought process. So imagine when I say, yo, bro, I'm willing to risk $30 to get $100 real quick, and then I have zero drawdown, and I'm immediately in profits for $15, $20, and I'm going, let me ride this motherfucker out. I get to $60, guess what I do? I take partials. Who said I'm finna get the $100 in one go? I start taking partials. So if I'm up $80, I'm like, shit. On a small account, man, let me get 40 of that. Let me get 40 of that. Let me get 40 of that right now, and let me secure the trade. So I take the 40, put the stop loss at break even. Now I'm in a win-win situation. Now she takes off, boom, gives me a whole nother $60. That's my $100. Man, give me my money. Give me my money. Give me my money. I just made $100 on a 15-minute chart scalping in less than like 10 minutes. So I go, how often can you do that? Because now the same 500 that I was willing to lose, it's up now. I got capital. So now I'm 100 in the plus. So now if I go, you know what? Let me shoot that strategy again. Let me go for the 30 to 100 again. And now since I got a little capital, let me do 50 to 150, but I'm going to go do it on NASDAQ now. So now I'm trading with the 100. You see, I'm trading with the 100, not the 500. I got bank money. I got capital. I got money now from the market. You understand what I'm telling y'all? So this is where I start saying, yo, bro, I'm up fucking 250 and it's a fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. By the time open bail get here, I'm ready to risk at least 3% of the 250. You see? I'm ready to risk 3% of the 250. You understand that? Somebody said, Lucky, do you have a Discord or like a social? We have a Telegram community. We have a Telegram community that is attached to a public trading company. It's attached to a public trading company. So if you would like to learn more, you would like to know more about that, DM me, yo, bro, I was on your live. I would like to know how to join your community. I would jump on a call with you. I would break it down, and we would literally make shit happen. Right now, we have the greatest promotion where you could spend the smallest packages, $300 one-time fee, to enter into a public trading company and get access to signals, live trading, education, like direct 24/7, 50 plus live classes in crypto, stocks, forex, binary, futures, like all of this shit. You can spend $300 right now and get $1,500 access, meaning you can start trading live with 7-figure traders that are trading in the New York Stock Exchange and catching news candles at 2,000, 3,000 fucking pips. Like you can literally make a year's salary, your weekly salary in like an hour of trading. Just by doing Simon Says, like you don't have to know anything. Just have your broker ready, press the buy button, press the sell button. No income claims. No income claims. So I was going to teach and give you guys some signals and all of this stuff. How do you calculate that? Well, you can go on your broker and you can literally, you have a PIP calculator. There's a thing called a PIP calculator. Go look at the PIP calculator, put your capital in there, change your actual thing from fixed to percentage, and then it'll give you the percentage of what your actual entry should be according to your capital. Or just tell me how much capital you got right now. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you ass right now. How much money you got in your account? I started with 30 yesterday and now I'm sitting at $269. I'm telling you. My wife just took a $30 account all the way to almost $349 just on silver. On Sunday. Lauren, you taking 1 to 3 trades a day per day? Yeah, that's about average. That's about average. I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys over here on TikTok. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm finna get ready to go to the gym. What's best amount to start your account with? Whatever you can afford to trade without being emotionally attached to it. That is my best advice for an individual who is asking me, how much should you start with? Whatever you can start with and literally not have to worry about taking it out. You can leave it there and play on it. If you got $30, then put the $30 in there and go to granny pairs. Trade currencies. That's the best you can do, is trade the currencies, the JPY pairs. You also can take a 0.01 with $30 on silver. But if she moves the opposite of what your projection is, she's gonna wipe you out in like fractions of a second. This is facts. She's gonna wipe your ass out like a baby wipe on a baby's bottom. I use Liquid Brokers. Liquid Brokers is a registered broker out of Australia, which allows you to use that leverage when you have less capital. So I like Liquid Brokers. Out of the 11 years I've been trading, Liquid Brokers is the only broker that I've seen and used for the last 6 years that is proven to pay. Do you know how many brokers I've had in this 11 years experience journey of day trading and motherfuckers not paying me out, making me jump through hoops to withdraw this money that I just fucking bled, blood, sweat, and tears to get in the foreign exchange market? Now these motherfuckers want to play with my payout? You got me fucked up, man. I'll pull up on y'all. Like I used to be like that. I'm old school. You can't play with my money, especially when I'm day trading. Like that shit is fucking serious. Liquid Broker pay. I've been with Liquid Broker so long, bro, I could just hit the button and my shit coming out in like 20 minutes. The only reason why my shit is delayed if the blockchain is like super busy. But man, play with my money if you want to. I feel like this. So I want to put myself in the best situation not to get that reaction. So I'm not trading on all of these basic bullshit exchanges. I'm trading on something that is proven. And I don't move from it. 6 years withdrawing. I just withdrew 3,000 last week. I just withdrew 2,500 the week before that. I just took a $100 account to $1,000 4 times and then withdrew the $1,000 4 times. So shoot me a DM. So let me tell you the difference between Liquid Broker, regular Liquid Brokers, and the public trading company Liquid Brokers. If you come under my link, which is my affiliated link, and let me tell you, I don't get shit from it. I don't get no bonuses, no nothing. What this does, it gives you access to be able to withdraw. Understand that. They asked me, they say, yo, would you like to use your platform to build a community? And we will give you a commission of people winning or losing if you build a community on Liquid Brokers. I said no. What you can do is give me a link to allow motherfuckers to use my link so they can withdraw like I withdraw. Because I don't need nobody's money. I don't need to be making no money off of nobody. I like making money with people. So in my link, what it allows you to do, I like to be straight up. What that does is allows you to get into a trade, make $100, go to your dashboard, hit withdraw, and transfer it into your crypto account or transfer it into Bitcoin somewhere you want to see it, and allows you to immediately do it. Stop playing with me, gang. I'm not here for nobody's money. I can make my own money. Because what's for me, I'm going to get. What's for you, you should get. I'm just going to put you in a proper position so you can get it. Now, if you don't get it, we going to get that shit around you and we going to let you know. So people ask, do they charge a fee? Who don't charge a fee? But it ain't no different than your bank. They're going to give you 2 options, sweetheart. Liquid Broker's going to tell you, Mr. Holistic, you want to withdraw $3,000? Well, if you want to take $3,000 right now through Bitcoin, it's going to cost you about 48 cents. It might cost you about $15 to just transfer it into your account. But if you want to wait 1 to 3 business days, we'll charge you the basic fee, which is like 48 cents to just transfer it over from your account to your account. But from Coinbase, you can do no fee 1 to 3 business days. And if you do it early in the week, it won't even take 1 to 3 business days. So I just do 1 to 3 business days and I get the shit for free. I also have a Coinbase debit card. I'm over my time. I have a Coinbase debit card that I'm using that Coinbase debit card for 7 years now. I'm using the Coinbase debit card for 7 years. I don't see gas. I don't see groceries. I don't see utilities. I don't see these things. Shoot me a DM on TikTok. Say, yo, bro, I was just in your live. Not only would I shoot you my phone number, let me type my number. Let me put my number in here. 702-449-4243. Y'all type it in the chat. 702-449-4243. You can text me. I would immediately send you the link. And I would also send you an automated message on the tier packages on how to join our community. If you're interested in that, you don't have to do it. That is my personal business cell phone number. That is the same number that my sons will call for a fucking $30 to $50 to $100 cash out when they was in college. So don't call that, text that number bullshitting me. You want that link so you can literally day trade and open up a demo account to learn how to use it and then put money over there? Shoot me a text. And then you start saying, yo, bro, I just set up the liquid brokers, but I don't know what to do with it. And you want to learn? Bro, come over here. Come on over here. Get educated. Get educated, because we proven. But that's my number. So text me. Don't just directly call me, because I ain't going to know your number, so I ain't going to pick up. Because motherfuckers start just running, but they started blowing my phone up. Text it. Introduce yourself so you can say, yo, bro, my name is James. I just saw you live. I would like to get that Liquid Brokers link because I for sure need a broker that I can withdraw from. And I'm not trying to get played around because I'm just like you. Run me my money, motherfucker. I'm showing up to the IPN. Where the VPN at? I'm showing up. Where's the registered address? I'm showing up. With a community of day traders. Telling you straight up. I'm coming with a community of day traders. I got a men's group. It's about, let me show y'all. Look, y'all think I'm playing? Look at this. Where all payments at? I got a men's group. We got a men's group over here. Where my men's group at? Let me turn the camera around. We got a men's group in our community. Where is it at? It's probably at the top because they already talking. There it is. Here it is. Look at this. Y'all think I'm playing? I got a men's group right here. 378 members, 94 online at 5 o'clock in the morning. I put something in this chat right now. What do you think these lions gonna do? What do you think these lions gonna do? Jordan, I see you. I see you. You understand? So imagine, we have so many more successful females because females are way more emotionally advanced than men are. We're not smart when it comes to emotional shit. We're like cavemen. We're like ooga booga. This is why men have a hard time struggling pleasing women, because we're like cavemen. So I always bow down to the women because you guys know how to love. You guys know how to finesse. You guys know how to forgive. You guys know how to do all the emotional parts. So that's why women are way more successful in day trading than men, because men have tendencies to have financial ties, like soul ties, that is hurting and hindering them from blasting off. I know I miss being in Florida too, but I'll be in Puerto Rico. I'll be moving. I won't even have a stick like a scooter. So I'll be fully recovered from the Achilles tendon surgery, and I'll be Gucci. We'll be Gucci. But we walking now. We walking, moving, incision healed up. We just got to control the swelling now. So listen, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this class. I didn't give you any signals, so I'll drop signals later in the chat to give to the community. But at the same time, I'm telling you guys, what we just did right now for a whole hour is extremely powerful, and nobody would do this shit without selling you a motherfucking course. I don't make nothing from you even signing up. To be honest with you, iGenius, they give us $25. I take the $25 and say, yo, bro, you want the $25? I'll give you the $25. You ain't doing shit for me. I'll give you the $25. You can go get you some Starbucks, go put that into your help that, put that in your broker, go pay that and put that on silver and take a chance. Yes, I mean a 0.001, a micro mini lot, Lady D. I mean Stushy. What's your name? That's Stushy31. I can't be calling you Stushy. In fact, I tell my girl when she masters that, she will be a yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, so I like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll be on here tomorrow, same time, 4 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. on Central. And we're in here. Yesterday, we gave an amazing mindset. So if you go to my YouTube, Mr. Holistic 888, you can go to my playlist. It's already in the recording sessions. You can go over there. You can check out all of my content. I live trade for like the last 6 years in people's face and extremely successful. Like people are winning. Hashtag no income claims. But I love you guys. Shoot me that text. I'll respond to you guys, and then we can go from there. I love you guys. Deuces, beautiful people. Look at my guy. Y'all want to see something crazy? Before I go, TikTok? Y'all want to see something crazy? Look at this. I think we just got a testimony. Look at that. Yesterday was a good day. Look at that. It was a good day with gold and NAS trades I gave y'all. So you withdrew it. 11,000 a day. That's 55,000 a week. That's 220,000 a month. You see it. Stop playing. Remember what I just told y'all? Stop playing. Hashtag no income claims. I can live with that. Bye out. Hashtag no income claims. That's our signals chat. That's my boy, Alex Lugo, right there. Just telling y'all the facts. I love y'all. Y'all make the rest of the day the best of your day. Deuces, beautiful people. Yo, YouTube, y'all see it? Y'all see this? I love y'all, man. Y'all take care, man. Y'all have a great day. Deuces. Yes, we are trading tonight. Tonight I will jump on 8:30, 9 o'clock my time, and we will be on and popping. So I'll see everybody tonight. I will see everybody tonight. Deuces.